This is gonna get a little crazy, I can tell already. I don't know if I can see you better. I might be able to see you better without my glasses. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you hear me. We're gonna get started. Just wanna make sure the sound is okay. I can see that I've got 6 people here. All right. I got a hi. I am gonna need my glasses. I can't see you guys. Okay. Yes, sound is okay. Great. Let me try to turn you around. Here we go. All right. It's very busy here today, so we're gonna just get through and do some shopping and go over some of the things that I like to use and I think would be great for the ornaments and just any of our backers. So hi Luann, thanks for shopping with me. Anyway, as an intro, I'm Chantel and this is Chantel's 141. So welcome. Hi Christine and Michelle and Teresa, great. Okay, I'm here. Yep, I can't believe it's even working. Got people stocking and things. Usually my Wi-Fi doesn't work that well in here, but here we are. So we'll get started because I want to take you into some of the paint aisles and talk about paint, go over into some of the accessories. I do have some things already in my cart that we'll go through. Actually, I'm going to go through one of these right now. I'll try to not make you sick. All right, you've heard me talk a lot about Tim Holtz things that I use for creating a stain and painting and things like that. This is a brand new product from Tim Holtz. They are watercolor pencils, and I've been playing with some of these. There's only one pack here right now at Hobby Lobby. They are $17.99, and they are a full watercolor pencil pigment pen. So they're not wood at all right? So these are all pigment that you're seeing in there. Well, hello, how you doing, Tiger Lily? And so I was playing with one the other day on the wood, and they're really awesome. So I would highly recommend these. Again, I'm just going to go off the fact that I got all 3 sets, all right? So maybe just grab one set, but this is set 1, and here's your colors in it. And because it's just a really, really highly pigmented watercolor pencil, I colored on a bow that I was doing and then just used water on a paintbrush and blended it out. And when it went on, it looked like I was coloring with a color pencil. Then when I used the water on the brush, it blended it all right out and looked like paint. So these, I'm thinking, are gonna be good for us, all right? The other thing that you'll get, you can use just a regular paintbrush, but I did grab some of these water brushes that you put the water inside, and then you can use these for blending. So that would be good. The other things that I use, these are when I've talked about staining a piece with using a stamp pad. That's what this is. All right, this is a distress ink pad. This is the pack and the colors that I use, and I blend these browns together. Mine are getting a little tired, so we're going to add another pack to the cart, and then this pack, I think, looks like it might have some good Christmas colors to it. We've got a red, a green, and some pink and aqua. So I think these will do a good job for us too. We'll play with these and see how we turn out. Now, distress ink pads, they come larger and in the smaller. And because I just take the actual pad and just scrape it on like that, I like the smaller ones. There's another item that I really love. And well, hi Julie and Natalie, hi. And that's these sprays. All right, let me grab one down. Hold on. Wait, this is one that I use a lot if I just spray paint something brown. It's a mica, mica distress spray, and you can see how they're like these really pretty colors of mica. It's similar to the idea of what they're doing with the antiquing spray on the on the cross stitch fabric. Well, this spray, I use this on top of the stain pieces, and it just adds a little bit of a mica hint to it and distress. So it takes your using just regular old spray paint, kind of takes it to the next level. So in the cart with those. Now I'm going to turn you back around because, okay, so that's all in the Tim Holtz area of Hobby Lobby, and you can see I bought the last pack of those watercolors. Now, I am going to share a link here. I see Nicole is here in the room with us. Nicole has a link to these products that you can purchase these products at Simon Says Stamps. And we are going to get Nicole's link and support Nicole on that. And so if you're interested in buying that stuff, we'll get her link and you can use her link to go over and buy it from there, because, you know, we're all in this together. So let me turn you around. Oops. Okay, hi. So I'm going to watch you and talk to you while I walk so that I don't make you too horribly sick. Right now we're going to head over to the paint aisle. There was a lot of people in the paint aisle earlier, so we're going to see if it's freed up some. It's busy here at 2 o'clock. And we'll get over to the, here we go. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes. Okay, paints. Let's talk paints. Acrylic paints, it's great. They have good selection at Hobby Lobby. Okay, you can grab these also at Walmart. The folk arts, any of these acrylic paints are going to work on your wood product. You don't even have to use like expensive ones. You know, you can get the 50-cent bottles. These are things that you can also water down to create washes and things like that. So I would say anything, any brand in here, you know, whatever color is appealing to you. I'm not going to even, like, there isn't one that's going to be any better or worse than the other. Now, the things I do love, though, are chalk paints, because chalk paints go on flat and they distress easily. These, I use the Bungalow 47 paints, and those are what I've had in my cart. I don't have them in right now. We're going to get them into some sets for you to order, but in the meantime, if you want to grab chalk paints, they have the folk art home decor chalk paint brand here with chalk paints. And they're mostly, the history with the chalk paint thing is that chalk paint is a branded name from Annie Sloan. She originally started those, so it was designed for furniture painting so that you could paint over a surface without having to distress it. I mean, to clean it or strip it, I guess. It'll adhere to any surface. So let her talk. So that's what's great about chalk paint, is that it adheres to surfaces great. I don't know if you saw those pumpkins that I just did, but some of you had asked me about the leaves. They were metal. I painted those with chalk paint because chalk paint sticks. Acrylic paint doesn't necessarily stick to anything, so chalk paints will. Now, we're just painting unfinished wood pieces, so that's why I'm telling you that any of these things are going to work fine. The chalk paint's just going to give you a nice matte finish. Now I'll walk slow so that we can just take a look at some of these other ideas. All right. Also in this area, you're going to find your metallics, which are going to be great for Christmas if you want to do some gold off there, and some other different things in there for adding patina. You've also got your chalkboard paint black, which will work as a really nice matte black finish if you just want to use just matte black. Of course, tape is always a good thing to have in your stash if you want to get a nice crisp line, if you're doing stripes or the buffalo plaid, so you might want to have some tape on hand. And yeah, then there's the metallic paints, so you can take a look at some of those. There are different mediums as well. Some of these metallic brushes, like in here for the gold leafing and silver leafing, might be kind of fun to have as well. So you can play with some of this stuff, and you know, like this type of rub and buff is super fun if you have texture. We don't have a lot of texture on ours, but rub and buff is a great thing if you end up with a what you do with it. We'll just chat for a minute. See how it's really like gold leafing almost, where you can just take a little bit on your finger and then you rub it on the highlights of your things. I store these FIFO, F-I-F-O is what I store my chalk paint in. It's a FIFO bottle. You find them on Amazon. I will link those in this section too. I apologize, I think I forgot to do that. All right, they do have stains here, but like I said, because we're just working with small pieces, if you have stain on hand, use it. Stain works great on the wood. The pieces are maple veneer, so that is a maple grain. It's real wood. All of our pieces are real wood. So they're very nice for staining so that you see the grains and the knots that you may find in your things. The stains are going to enhance that, and that's going to be great. Those little ink pads, though, it's kind of what I use instead of having to get out a can of stain. If you saw how much stain we have in the shop and then that I use an ink pad, you'd laugh. But that's how much I'm not a big fan of having to get a can of stain out. This is polyacrylic Minwax top coat. This is a brush on. So if you want to do a brush on top coat, that's a good one. I recommend that. But my favorite would be one of these. I'm trying to move slow, guys. Okay, this one I just used in the matte and in the satin last week. I loved it. Okay, and at $7.99, even without it being on sale here, this is a good value. So clear acrylic coating after you use a chalk paint or even your acrylic paints are going to be great. Or the ink pads too, because the ink pads, they take a while to dry, but the acrylic coating over them kind of seals it in place. And you've got your choices of gloss, matte, or satin. I like the satin. I like a little bit of something on it. These others are going to work great too, and you've heard me recommend a product called Deft. My favorite things to use, probably quick and easy, and the new little box signs are this is what I'm using to paint those with, is the Krylon Chalky Finish chalk paint, okay? These are not available in tons of colors, and I'm really having a hard time finding red right now. So red is going to be something that we're going to have to just use regular paints for red unless you find red. Now, if you want to use regular spray paints, I don't use gloss, okay? I either use satin or matte because I like to distress it. Gloss doesn't distress. It will just, when you take your sandpaper and rub over, look at how, there it is. They're trying to restock though, you can see that. When you try to distress a glossy spray paint, it just rolls and beads up in your sandpaper. So it just looks like you just scraped it. It doesn't look like it was worn, if that makes sense. Now, I'm gonna talk about another product here. Let me move this cart out of the way. These paints right here are the stone spray paints that give that texture. So you can like spritz those on and then spray another paint on top of it and then distress through, and you're gonna see those bumps. I used it when I was doing the Halloween frames that you just saw. So here you see this one, this Fusion matte, that will work good. Oh, here's a blue in matte. So that's what I look for, matte. Okay, matte's gonna be best. Now, if you're doing metallics, you're gonna end up with glossy. That's no big deal because it's metallic, right? And for Christmas, that works good. Golds or silvers, that'll be kind of fun for some of our accessories. Do we have any questions while I'm here in the paint aisle that I can go over? Tim Holtz, back in that section, also had a couple products that are for texturizing and crackle finish. There might be one here too. Let's see, here's one. See this one-step crackle? That stuff is kind of fun. You'll put it on, you'll put a coat of paint on, then you'll put that product on, then you'll put another coat of paint on top of it, and it will make your paint crack. So many options, so many fun things to do. Okay, I'm gonna turn you back around and we will keep on our travels. Hello. Whoops, I'm covering up the camera when I hold on that side. Sorry about that. All right. We're gonna keep on keeping on. We will look at their unfinished wood pieces, the larger pieces, because I don't have a lot of really large pieces in our shop. And one of the reasons why is because the wood would get, one, it's heavy to ship, and two, it gets really costly from my end to provide. So I think we can do something together here where we work with getting larger pieces for bigger projects from Hobby Lobby and using those as a base, and I can cut some overlays and fun things like that to go with it, so we can kind of you know, do our Hobby Lobby hack and blend it together. Now, I'm going to cruise through here. I'm going through the, whatchamajiggy, you know, the, oh, you can see behind me, down like where the greens are and things like that. Girl, she needs code 8. It's a code 8, whatever a code 8 is. All right. Came in late. Oh, that we're at Hobby Lobby. We're at Hobby Lobby right now. All right. We're going to talk about greens again later, but right now I'm in the garland section. So I was going to talk about these. When I'm getting greens, this is just what I've used. You guys, you know, just, I'm not the end all be all of knowledge, that's for sure. But greens from garlands are very nice to use because we're just chopping them all up in pieces anyway, right? So this gives you a nice piece of flat greenery that we can use just the ends, like just this little snippet with a bow and tuck in. And this is going to be kind of an excessive amount. So when we get back over to the other greens, I'm going to show you some other options. But this is pretty much how I will grab greens, is big chunk of it. And I'm going to take you next to the greens that I get, that I use a lot of, that are not Christmas, but I use a lot of them. This aisle's blocked. Thanks for bearing with me. I've never done something in a store before. It's new. It's new. Okay. I want to find that big, not that aisle. Hold on. Yeah. The little sprigs of greens. That's what I'm using. That's what I'm finding for you right now because I love them and I'm going to use them all the time. Here they are. Ta-da! See this big bunch down here? These are the little sprigs of greens and how you get it, how you buy it, okay? It's like this. Hold on. This big, here, just put on the ground. There we go. Okay, see that? That's what I've been buying for my little sprig that go in my bows and things like that. So you buy one of those, and right now they are 50% off, so I'll probably get another one. And then you just trim off just that little bit on the ends and tuck them in with your bows. And this is what's so awesome about them and why they look so great, is see how they just lie flat? So you just got this little itty bitty piece. And what they are called, let me get they're $19.99, they're 50% off right now. Here's the tag. Oh, my pics are very blurry. I'm so sorry. They're not here for me, so I will not get so close. Can you see that okay? To take a screenshot? Okay, and then so we're gonna in the cart with those. Better. Thanks, Barb. Apologize, I probably got too close. Okay, let's get over to the ribbon. Hobby Lobby hacks. Okay. Hi, Rhonda. Thank you. I hope it's okay. I feel I'm just talking to you like we're FaceTiming, okay? You're my best friends. We're FaceTiming here from Hobby Lobby. Hi, Debbie. And hey, thanks for hanging with me. We're entering into the fabric section of Hobby Lobby and the ribbon. Here we go. Ta-da! Ribbons. All right. The first stop here in the ribbon aisle is going to be these bad boys. Love them. You've seen them a lot. You've seen them, yeah, a lot of people. Amy, I think you're using these too. And Java Girl, you've seen them over there. Tiger Lily's probably using them. Helen D. Anyway, that's this stuff right here. It is this jute right here. Okay? We're going to end the cart with this stuff because we need this. This makes a lot of those really pretty ribbons. It's a nice natural, and it goes great with those little flat greens. So we're going to buy a couple of those. Some of that. And then it's in this little size too. What kind of glue gun do you use? Okay, I'll find the glue gun too. These are not wire edge, but they're kind of stiff, so they make nice little bows. All right, but look, we got red, green, and some brown. We're gonna need those too. So let me grab another hand here. We're gonna in the cart with all of those. Of course, these are not 50% off. Oh, we need 3 of these. We're gonna run out. So, all right, let me turn you around. Sorry, I just turning you around because I know I don't want to make you sick. And if it gets kind of sick while we're traveling, then yeah, close your eyes while we're traveling. I'll say we're on the move, and you can turn away. All right, here we go. Now we're in the skinny ribbons. Some of these are wired, some of them are not. The wider ones are wired. These are great for your bigger things, but we're working on ornaments right now, so we're probably going to be in the not wired section, and we're going to need some of this stuff, I believe. We're going to grab one of these, and we're going to grab one of these, and then we're going to go rob a bank. We've got some of these down here. I think we're going to be good. I got a lot at home. I just thought, oh, this is pretty. Those are pretty. See, the little skinnies? These are going to make the cutest little bows for the tops. Oh, here we go. Look, we've got some of that natural with a little bit of red. Let's check and see. I don't believe it's wired, but we're going to get it anyway. We're going to get it. All right, I'm turning you back around. Sorry. Here we go. Around to the next aisle. All right, now we're going to discuss this section. Over here, we've got cording and more ribbons. All right, you can get cording. You don't have tons and tons of options. All right, there's some thicker stuff down here at the bottom, right? And the jute, things like that. And then there's, some extra little whoop-de-doos. These are kind of fun in here. There's some jute in here if you're looking to get just a little bit of jute. I bought a big spool of it, which you can find in the jewelry section here. This is a nice thickness, right here. But we are going to try next week. I bought one of those little gadget things, and there's more cording and things like that if you want to like surround your finish with some of the cording. Okay, I got one of those gadget thingies that you make your own cording with. Helen D and Vanna Pfeiffer both have tutorials on how to do those, and if anyone else has one, chime in and let me know. They have tutorials, yes, and Tiger Lily's saying, yeah, make your own. So I haven't done it yet, but we're going to do it together, and we're going to start next week, because right now we're just in the preliminary stages still, because we're waiting for everyone to get their boxes. The boxes all shipped out this week. The final boxes are shipping today, and they were just the ones that they had ordered extra things, and so we had, to combine it with the rest of their orders. So, which is awesome. It's exciting because I'm a week ahead, because I wasn't thinking I was going to get them out until today, and then I was able to just kind of jump start it because we didn't go on our trip, and just decide get you your ornaments, right? So we can start making. Now, next week, I'm walking back over to the Christmas decor. Next week, it's fun to have all the colors. Yes, have all the DMC colors so we can work on the cording. So next week I'm going to learn how to do that cording, and then we'll do it together. So I'll learn how to do the cording, and we can all find one of those little gadgets, and we can be making, like everybody else is making, really cool things. Okay, we're going to stop right here for just a moment. In this little area here by the paints and stuff at Hobby Lobby, they also have other little who's-its and whatnots in the jewelry section, which if you're looking for tiny little lights for your ornaments, you can find some of those here. There are little beads. Now, beads we're going to get probably on Amazon. And then they also have the skinny Christmassy ribbons and some you know, jute and some cording here that's in the Christmas section. I already have a pile of the jingle bells from last year, but I grabbed a box of those last year for the tops of my ornaments as well. 50% off, so we're doing good there. And I'll move slow. And here's our glue section, okay? Let's talk glues. This super glue is pretty nice. I like it. It will glue your things on in a snap, and it's really nice. In the gel, okay, super glue gel. The cording gadget, I don't remember the name right now. Sometimes the dollhouse. Oh yes, dollhouse. We'll go over there. Dollhouse has good. The tiny place over in the other section too. Does anybody know the name of the gadget for making the cording? There you go, Acrylic. That's what I was thinking. Cord maker. Thank you. Okay, the E6000 glue is great for permanent adhesion. It does not set up fast. All right, so you're going to have to wait on that one, but it will be good for that. The super glue for the small wood pieces and adding things on, that's good for that too. Keep it off your fingers. You won't like it if it's on your fingers. I'm working around Mod Podge. Now we can use Mod Podge next week for putting Mod fabric on the ornaments. If you'd like to Mod Podge, you can Mod Podge scrapbook paper and fabric on both. Don't bother with the fabric style, just get the regular. And maybe a, let's see, I hope I have one of the, oh, I didn't read that. Can you type it again for me? Sorry, I missed it. I just used the matte finish. Here we go. The matte finish Mod Podge. Less sticky would be, okay, the super glue is going to stick your fingers together. The E6000s, they're both sticky, but I'm not sure what you mean by that. They're both going to be really sticky. Gorilla Glue. Okay, yeah, Gorilla Glue works good with the wood. All right, if we're doing the wood together, we don't need to do glue or wood pieces together. Oh, we do have one thing. That's not that kind of wood. Is that? Sorry, that glue isn't here. Mod Podge of the matte is going to be great for either one of our doing paper or fabric. Okay, these Sure Bonders are nice. I have one of these for a glue gun, and I went ahead and got the high temp. That one's nice. And the Sure Bonder glue sticks. I kind of like the Gorilla glue sticks a little better, which is weird because I think glue gun is sticks, but I don't think they are. But these do work. So that's what I use. I also have a Ryobi cordless. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else on this section. Over here, there's some papers and things. Some of these would work on the tops. Here's some cute little bows in the paper crafts. Okay, this is paper crafts area. But we can make some of our own bows. And I do like some of these guys. All right, they're on the same island in the middle. These little felted things are cute. I used this Santa on my Dear Santa letter in the middle of a bow. Some of these things are precious for in bows and things like that. And then of course you've got scrapbook paper, which is, scrapbook paper. So, okay, let's see. I'm gonna just take a look. Okay, we got our bells, and then we're gonna go over here and look at the Christmas decorations because I wanted to talk to you about greens and things for ribbons and bows. All right, the pick aisle is busy, so we're gonna go down the tiny little aisle. Our Hobby Lobby doesn't even have all of this stuff out yet. We are still pretty heavy with fall. Okay, here we go. We've got, in this tiny section, it's called My Little Christmas. I'm sure you've seen it, but this is a good spot to grab some things for ornaments. All right, you've got adorable little things like this. These little dobby-doos. Here's your tiny little wreaths. And they're all meant for, little tiny Christmas trees. They've got like a little tree skirt and things like that. So they're kind of like the little tiny ornaments for little Christmas trees. And they work really nice. Over here, my favorites were this guy. I mean, seriously, how cute is that? Those little tags, those are super cute. These are adorable and can be added to many things. These bows, to be honest with you, last year I found some at Walmart that I liked a little better. So we're gonna check and see if they're there again this year. And then of course, little tiny ornaments here. But I have to show you in my cart because I think I got the last of those things. So let's get some things out here. All right, we've got the inks, the ribbons. Okay, here we go. This thing, I got the last one that's here. I don't know that, I think I will probably cover that and maybe even put the teeniest, weeniest little cross stitch inside those. They're very tiny little, maybe 1/8, I don't know, little ornaments. We'll see. Those could be cute. Oh gosh, did you guys get these? And this is the last pack that's here, and he's kind of boogered up, but I think I can fix him. Anyway, I liked those, so they're in my cart. And then I got some of these tags because I think those will be nice little accessories to add to a couple of the things. This was that just big thing of jute that was over in the jewelry area. And of course our greens. All right, so that's in this tiny little Christmas area. And like I said, mine's missing a lot of stuff, so there might be more things coming. Down here, they don't have what I was looking for, but I do need to get, I might have to order them online. I think this style for my, aren't those birds awesome? That was the last pack. I'm like so bummed. They're like the little crows, and except they're cardinals. That pack I want for my village that I'm doing the, oh wait, nope, maybe. These might work. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna hold off on those. I think I might be able to find those through a vendor. But you know, maybe some bottle brush, maybe some little people. I want to build that village with the hometown holiday, so I need trees, but I'll probably pick those up another time. All right, let's go around here because we're talking about greens for our ornaments. All right, I'm looking around because, all right, so there's a bunch of garland over here too that we can snip up and cannibalize, but sometimes you don't need that much green, right? If you're just going to be chopping it all up. So this is actually one of my favorite things to use is to grab, and these are 50% off, grab one of these little wreaths. These also work really nice because you've got just the, I'm trying to keep it far away so you can see, just the little snips. You can take a couple of those and put them on there. There's also this one will lay nice and flat. So that's kind of what I look for, is the ones that are going to lay flat. And this little green thing is a good option. I'm turning around. So, and over here in the garland is where I find that it's just nice because you can find some of this garland too already has then, you know, pine cones with them, like this one. And then you can use the pine cones and things like that too. But let's go over here. I'll walk slow. This is where I found those cardinals, see? Sold out. There's this guy. But still, we're gonna have to hunt down those cardinals because I need more of those cardinals. Okay, now we're in the little sprig area. And this is what I'm talking about. See, in here, they're like poofy, you know, so they don't lie as flat. So that's why I like the wreath or the garland stuff. But you've got pine cones are going to be nice to have. We can always take the pine cones and dry brush some white paint to the ends of them to make them look like they've got a little snow on them, if you like a snow look. And then I'm looking right now, a lot of this stuff works for the larger ones with bows and things like that, but I'm looking for smalls because this is all on our ornament project. But there's still a lot of good options of things that you can use and cut apart. These are going to lay nice and flat for you. Just this holly. And turn and pan over to here. There's just some greens down here. But like I said, I find that I like to take the wreaths and the garlands and, you know, those things and tear those apart to use for the greens in my ribbons, because I don't know, you get a lot of them and it just does things like, let me show you. It allows it to lay like this. See? So that's what we're looking to do, is just we're adding little bits like this to our own things. Little sprigs like this. Hey, these are good. You could stick something in these. These are good ones. But this is what we're building, our little sprigs like this. If you find that you like that and you want to just rip that off and put it on your own ornament, that's an option too. You can always take what you find on other things and pull them apart and put them on more. But that's just a really pretty combination right there as well, with using some of the Christmas greens and some different, you know, the bow, the pine cone, all of it is very nice. This is good too. I think I've seen Amy and Stitches, you do these, right? Like a cute little jute bow with some greens. That's a clever, nice thing to do. So you also want, when you're at Hobby Lobby, go through and just get some inspiration on what they've got on top of the ornaments that are already here, because these are some of the things we're going to create and add to ours. Just basic ribbons, pine cones, beads. I find beads are really nice to pick up on Amazon. We're going to be talking about that. And trying to think through. I'll be making lists. Don't worry, we'll be making lists. We're not doing this yet tomorrow. We're still in the hunting and gatherings phases, so that we can get the things that go with our little, let's walk over and look at the actual ornaments. Close your eyes. That makes you sick to see. All right, here's their ornaments that they have over here, just to get a little bit of inspiration for what's on the top. That's what we're building. I looked through their fabrics here. I did not see a lot of fabrics. I am going to be using, you know, the good old standbys, Chelsea's checks and Priscilla's pretty plaids and the stitching stripes. I'm going to be using those. I know Primrose Cottage is probably going to have some good ones for Christmas. But I'm probably going to be in that standard. All right, now we might need to get some of this ribbon, won't we, to tie our ornaments up with. That might be a good thing to grab. Beads, always beads. That's fun. I love that, the way they strung the beads like that. And then that is super cute. That's good inspiration right there. Super cute looking. But I think that's gonna pretty much do it for our trip here. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is there anything else I need to investigate and chat and talk about before I add up my goods and head to the checkout? I appreciate you guys hanging out here with me today. When I get back, I will be announcing the winners from last week, because I didn't bring them here with me, so I've got those. But we had the giveaways for the the giveaways for the painted pieces that I did. And then this week in the comments, I do have 2 boxes of the ornament sets available for giveaway. So if you want to use Hobby is our code word. Use Hobby in the comments below, and that will enter you into the giveaway for an ornament box that I'll be giving away next Friday. Did you like the walk through the store? I'm kind of shaky. Thanks. I'm glad. It's fun taking you shopping with me. It's kind of weird. People are looking at, no, actually nobody cares. Nobody cares. But use the word hobby in the comments below, and that'll enter you in for a chance to win one of the ornament boxes. I'll be giving 2 away next Friday, and I'll need you to be at least 18 so that I can get your address to send that to you. And please like and subscribe. That would be awesome too. So I appreciate you guys being here with me today, and I will be adding, I'll let this post up, and then I'm going to go back in and add the names. So you have to stop back and check and see if you want, and I'll announce them again next week too, the names of the winners for the ones from last week. Thanks for coming along, and I will put my glasses back on, maybe. Hey, Stitches by Amy. I'm glad you like, I want y'all to go over. I see Stitches by Amy here with us too, and she is sharing some great ideas. I've saved some of your ideas for inspiration for ornaments. She's got some great ornament inspiration as well, and I want to make sure that we're sharing all of the inspiration all over the place from all these things, because I know there's a lot of you out there who are really talented. When you get your boxes and you start making ornaments, definitely tag #141 mystery make along and add it in there so that we can see how everybody's doing. So thanks for shopping, and talk to you later. Bye. Let me see how I can turn this off. There we go.